If you seek peace, come here to this gate. Open this gate. Tear down this wall. Tear down this wall. Tear down this wall. Tear down this wall.
Really grateful for this opportunity to just be in the space among my veteran sisters and brothers. It's just such an honor to have them all.
I was in the Air Force.
And you also have a spouse who's serving right now. Can you tell us what he does?
I do. I have a spouse in the Army, and I actually have a son that just commissioned in the Army. So we're stationed here at Fort Bliss in El Paso, Texas, and my son's getting ready to start.
6 years active duty, 16 years, 14 years reserves, and I retired as a Chief Master Sergeant, which is a E9 for the other branches that don't know.
In Fayetteville, North Carolina, that's outside of Fort Bragg. And I think I've been wearing the Army boots the longest of all of us here. I enlisted when I was 20 into the National Guard, commissioned as an officer into active duty Army, stepped out into the Army Reserve side of the house, and wound up retiring as an AGR. So that was about 32 and a half years nonstop wearing the uniform. So yes, I have a lot of stories, never enough time to share them.
Active duty Coast Guard. I served for just 20 plus years, retired in 2019. I retired as a senior chief and I was an operations specialist. And my husband is also military. He was in the Coast Guard. That's how we met. And he retired as a boatswain's mate this year.
It's my job to make my house a home. It's my house. It's my job to make my family feel comfortable wherever they are. Especially my husband, he's still active duty. So when he comes home after a deployment, I want him to walk home. I want him to come into the house and feel like he's at home. Because he's lived in this house for, I think, all of 6 weeks.
That we do to make it work. They just see it working, right? But they don't see the sacrifice that goes in it that, you know, my husband and I never had like family time together. And if we did, we had to take leave or request vacation time, or it meant that one of us was sick. You know?
I got to witness him retire well before me. And I got to watch him struggle through that transition. It's hard when you are going 1,000 miles an hour, you know, every day of the year, to like a screeching halt and not having a mission or a purpose is what I call it. And it's hard on a marriage.
But the emotional part of it, it's there. We just don't show it to our spouses for some reason. But when we're amongst ourselves as males, we absolutely talk about our issues, how we handle things. You know, then that's where it hurts, because you feel like you did something for your country, but then your family feels like they took you away from
your lifestyle, take care of your health. It comes first, physical as well as mental. Remember, it's very easy to do that. You know, it looks very difficult, that, you know, sounds difficult, I shouldn't say difficult, but sounds difficult. That's another task you have to take care of.
A lot of people who are hesitant. They know what they want, but they don't know if they can do it. And so what I tell them is, and I know you've heard this, is do what sets your soul on fire. If that's what you want to do it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You're gonna fail, you're gonna fall, but you're gonna get back up. And so that's my advice, is don't hesitate, just go.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.